I always like helpful hints, tips, videos, and things like that. Mistakes were made, some by me, some by others. And today, a couple things. We went up to the Shilthorn, did the 007 experience, which was really cool. The 007 thing was as you might expect it to be, but we lucked out. We went early in the morning, and even though it was quite foggy when we left Interlaken, we got up there and the skies parted and we had beautiful weather, sun, and it was spectacular. We went early. We were the second group up for the morning, and on the way down, the gondolas were completely packed, and the lines for people to wait to get back on the gondolas to go back down were steadily increasing. So we were quite happy that we were already finished by 10:15 approximately, and on our way back down to do the thrill walk. Unfortunately, part of the thrill walk in Berg was closed because of construction at the Berg station, but it was still fun nonetheless, and the crowds were very light, and the weather was perfect when we got there, and then the fog moved in towards the end and really couldn't see anything. So it's just a matter of luck, essentially. Things can change quite quickly, so don't be frustrated. If you have time and you want to hang out and wait, give it 5-10 minutes or so, and you might be surprised that the clouds part and the fog lifts and you get spectacular views. So you'll see some of that on the videos that I've shared on this channel as well. The other piece of it was to buy a round trip ticket. A lot of recommendations are to buy one-way tickets or to buy just the train part and then buy the gondola lifts separately. We have the half fare card, which was fantastic. We bought the round trip. The error that we made was that we were coming back down into Mürren, and instead of getting on the gondola to Grimmelwald, we ended up just kind of in a panic because the gondola was leaving, jumping on the one and going back down even further. So we basically blew our round trip ticket and ended up buying a second ticket back to Gimmelwald village, which we were glad we did. It was spectacular, and with a Swiss half fare card for my wife and myself, I think it was 11.6 francs, so really inexpensive to add that leg back on. But I really needed to do that if we would have just been patient on the stations on the way down and crossed over to the gondola going to Gimmelwald and saved ourselves a little bit of time. But nonetheless, we had some Schwarzmunk beer and we walked around the village. It started to rain a little bit, which was fine. We had appropriate gear, and the crowds were light and the views were still spectacular, and then made our way back down to the bus at Stechelberg. And of course, don't forget to do Tremmelbach Falls. It's 16 francs per person. That includes the lift up, but it was worth it. We kind of speed walked the thing because we've seen a lot of waterfalls already, but I think if you've not had the experience to see waterfalls in the Pacific Northwest or other parts of the world, there's something like 72 waterfalls in the Lauterbrunnen Valley, and they're spectacular. And if you want a concentrated view of these, that will be Tremmelbach Falls. So hope you found that helpful. Let me know what trips, tactics, and mistakes you've made on